Have you ever thought about a career that puts you right at the heart of a company, literally shaping its culture and its future? Well, today, we're diving into the role of the HR manager, a career path with some serious global demand. So, let's explore what it takes to become one.
This image, it really gets to the core of it, doesn't it? Think about it. Human resources managers are basically the architects of a company's most important asset, its people. You're the one building the teams, nurturing the talent, and creating the environment where everybody can actually do their best work.
So what does being a people architect actually mean day to day? Let me tell you, it is so much more than just hiring and firing. We're talking about a deeply strategic job that is absolutely critical for any business that wants to succeed in today's world.
Okay, so in practice, what does that look like? Well, an HR manager is a strategic pro who's juggling all of this stuff: recruitment, employee relations, pay, training, making sure everything's legal. But the key thing here is that you're not just managing tasks. You are actively shaping the entire company's workforce and its culture, right from the ground up. All right, so let's say your interest is piqued. What does it actually take to become an HR manager? Let's break down the toolkit, the essential skills and qualifications you're going to need to build a career in this space.
So what skills do you really need to succeed here? It's this unique balance of technical know-how and, well, just being really good with people. It's not just about processes and paperwork. At the end of the day, it's all about the people. Let's look at both sides of that coin.
Now check this out, because the balance is what's so important. On one side, you've got the hard skills. You need to know your way around HR software. That's HRIS, by the way. It's what manages all the employee data. You also need to understand tricky labor laws and be pretty good with data analytics. But just as important are the soft skills: leadership, empathy, being a great communicator, and being able to handle conflict. Honestly, you need both to be great at this.
And here's the typical roadmap for getting there. It usually starts with a bachelor's degree. You'll see a lot of people come from HR, business, or even psychology backgrounds. Then a lot of companies will be looking for an advanced degree, like a master's or an MBA. And finally, professional certifications. These are huge for proving you really know your stuff and for making you stand out from the crowd.
Speaking of certifications, these are the heavy hitters you're going to see everywhere. Getting certified by organizations like SHRM, that's the Society for Human Resource Management, or HRCI, the HR Certification Institute, is a really big deal. Getting one of these is like a global stamp of approval that tells employers anywhere in the world you're serious about your craft.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Why is this career so hot right now? Because the demand for great HR managers isn't just in one place. It's a full-blown global phenomenon.
In this quote right here, it absolutely nails it. The job has completely changed. HR isn't about filing paperwork anymore. Today's HR leaders are at the main table, making critical strategic decisions that actually push the business forward.
And you can see the results of that shift right here. Demand is just booming across huge global industries. We're talking tech, healthcare, finance, you name it. And the reason is simple. To compete today, all of these companies need expert people leaders to help them win the war for talent. And now, the part you've probably been waiting for. We know the demand is high, but where are the best opportunities? And, maybe more importantly, what can you expect to get paid? Let's dive into the top spots and the salary numbers. So let's get down to it. If you're looking to take your HR career on the road, where should you even start looking? Well, we've got the top contenders ready for you.
Topping our list, maybe not surprisingly, is the United States. I mean, it's the world's largest economy with a just massive and diverse corporate scene. So yeah, the demand for skilled HR pros is incredibly high in just about every industry you can think of.
And of course, that high demand shows up in the paycheck. In the US, you can expect a really competitive salary as an HR manager, usually somewhere between $75,000 and $130,000 a year. That'll depend on your experience and location, of course.
Coming in at a very strong number 2 is Canada. Its economy is growing, especially in big sectors like tech and healthcare, and this is a huge plus. It has some really welcoming immigration policies for skilled workers. It's a fantastic place for HR professionals.
The salaries are pretty impressive there, too. In Canada, an HR manager is typically looking at a range between $70,000 and $115,000 a year.
This chart gives you a really nice, quick comparison of the average salaries in the top 3 countries. As you can see, the US leads the pack, but Canada and the UK are right there, with really strong earning potential too.
Okay, so the opportunities are out there, the salaries look good, but how do you actually turn this idea of a global career into a reality? Let's get into the practical steps. This is the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to know the jobs are out there, but it's a whole other thing to figure out how to move to a new country. The good news is there are some very clear pathways for skilled professionals like you.
These are the most common ways in. For instance, places like Canada use points-based systems where you get points for your age, education, and work experience. Others, like the UK and the US, have skilled worker visas, which usually means you need a job offer first. But the big takeaway here is that these countries have these systems because they want people with your skills.
And look, if you only remember one thing from this section, please let it be this. You have to do your homework. Every single country has different rules. Visa programs, who's eligible, how you apply, it all changes. So doing specific research for the country you're targeting is absolutely essential.
So there you have it. The role of an HR manager is more strategic, more vital, and more global than it has ever been. Companies all over the world are looking for skilled, empathetic leaders to build the amazing teams of tomorrow. The only question left is, where are you going to build yours?